lead. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's hauled in at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rodgers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Bama.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short set. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense.
ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. 8th play of the drive coming up. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Navarro. Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating,
Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to...
Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To the air, it's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to throw time running short in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. He gets a hand on it. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Stands in and takes the hit. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the run. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it down the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bobcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for an open area to his left. Touchdown, Ohio! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out there. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Makes the grab on the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to...
Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Got it in the middle. It's Peoples. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. He'll do it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to get the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Jackson. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Hard running there. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 9. Quarterback keeper. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They put on the heat and they blocked it. That's a live ball and the defense has it.
How big was that play? You get the field goal block late in the 4th quarter, tie football game. All the momentum now is back with them. Whether they drive the field and score to close this thing out or take it to OT, they've given themselves a chance to win.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ohio! They jump on top here in OT.
receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air, it's Sayed. Finds his tight end. Powers through the defender. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. If he houses this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Back to pass, it's Navarro. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. 3rd and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. On the move to his left. He's got it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Dances away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching